Hey guys, I'm Levi Gates for the Rag Company, and welcome back to DETALKS. With me, Mr. Jason Killmer of KXK Dynamics. How you doing, brother?
Good.
Thank you for coming all this way. I know it was a very long flight.
Trip, yeah.
You were like,
hour and 15 minutes.
That was, I apologize for the injustices that were
I'd tell you.
laid upon you for having to sit on an airplane for an hour.
Right.
So, welcome to Boise. Thank you for coming and being on the show. This one we wanted to kind of do, again, kind of a fun one, do's and don'ts of wet sanding, but they're kind of some serious ones too in that, because a lot of people don't understand, I don't know, they maybe don't understand, again, thin paint versus thick paint. They think it's only soft and hard.
Yep.
And, you know, most people don't understand that the OEM manufacturers are using less and less clear. So there are more chances to burn. I've heard your nickname's Bernie before.
Yeah, totally.
So what are some of the rules if you're teaching somebody how to use a sanding block, how to, work that clear to their advantage? What are some of the things you need to do and things you don't ever do?
One of the biggest things is actually using a sanding block or a medium so we don't get finger grooves.
Pressure, finger
pressure points.
Okay. So to use a sanding block.
Some sort of sanding block. It doesn't have to be a block. It could be a piece of balsa wood. It could be a piece of foam. It could be a popsicle stick, a straw, something that the sandpaper wraps around.
So that way you've got a uniform surface.
Yeah, we have more. Don't just bear down. And I see a lot of guys
they get in
more pressure, longer passes. Try to stay away from that. Try to keep it as uniform as possible.
Well, it's similar to like a clay bar.
Yeah.
You don't, with a clay, the goal isn't to dig into the clear coat with it.
We're lessen the marring.
Yeah, you want it to just lightly pull the particles off.
Let the sandpaper do the work. Don't be cheap and use more sandpaper than less. Sandpaper actually doesn't last that long.
Okay, so make sure you're using enough sandpaper. And watch your sandpaper.
Yeah, watch it. Listen for the grit. If there's grit or you hear it, stop. Flush the surface out, because all you're doing is you're digging. You're digging a piece of debris, whether it's a piece of dirt or even a rock or a pebble or even a piece of dust.
Yeah.
So that would be a don't. Do get a junkyard hood. We can't stress this enough. Please.
That is like the number one
junkyard hood.
Get a junkyard hood to practice with.
Yes.
That way you can learn all this stuff, because I know I've wet sanded cars where all of a sudden I've gotten a piece of material or dirt or something in the paint, and it has gone through and started gouging under my block.
Yeah.
And that's just from, you get in a zone and you just start working and you're not paying attention. I have headphones in and I'm working away.
Do pay attention.
You need to be.
You gotta pay attention to exactly what that block is doing, the sound it makes, how it feels on the surface. If something doesn't seem right, it's probably not right, so just stop.
Okay.
Clean the surface off, check it. If there's something wrong, then just don't sand. If you're unsure about your skills or what's going on, call someone. Phone calls quick.
Yeah.
A respray on a panel is expensive.
That makes sense, yeah.
Just be cautious, but use the thing between your ears here.
Yeah,
and your ears. Use your ears.
And your
Don't necessarily put earphones.
Well, because a lot of us do. A lot of us now, it's just part of the job.
I don't do that. I like to listen to the machine. I like to hear the machine whine and all that, so I know what's going on. And you can hear a machine, if it bogs down, your pad's probably clogged up.
Yeah.
It could be hard paint, soft paint, doesn't matter, but something's not right. Something's going wrong.
Something's causing it to stop.
So you need to pay attention to what's going on. And the problem is, these products are so easy to use, we take it for granted now.
No, we do. Like I said, it is so much easier now to. Like I remember back in the day when I'd be using a rotary, I'd put earplugs in, but I wouldn't put headphones in because I was too busy focusing on what I was going to do. Because you mishandle a rotary or you're not paying attention, it bites.
Yeah, it'll get you.
And I've been hit in the head. I've been kicked with them. I've been bitten with them. I mean, I've pulled off trim. I've broken off door handles. When you get started, it can be pretty vicious, but it's
pretty brutal.
Just going in that autopilot and not paying attention. It's the moment that you lose that focus, that's when things go bad.
It goes bad pretty quick.
We were just talking about the picture of the guy with his beard that was caught up in the rotary along with his headphones.
Yeah, that had to have been painful. It's funny, when that guy posted that, I was doing a Mustang in Pennsylvania, and I had laid plastic on the engine bay and had the hood open. And I just came just across enough, and it spun around and it grabbed that plastic and wrapped it around the entire buffer. And I pulled it back. And again, just a split second of loss of concentration, and it'll get you that quick.
Well, and I had a friend that actually had a guy, they were each on either side of a car hood, and they were rotarying, and all of a sudden he said he looked up, saw him, and then looked back up, and he was still polishing, but he didn't have a shirt on. The rotary had yanked ripped his shirt off his chest. He was like, can I go home?
I've caught my strings in my hoodie sweatshirt, so I always yank those out. Yeah,
I noticed that the other day. I was polishing on a hood, and I had my hoodie strings dangling, and I was like, I'm gonna tuck these underneath here. But I mean, even now today, I still you get it's just an old habit.
Well, not just the rotary too.
Yeah, no, this was a 21.
Yeah, with the long throw DAs, we need to pay attention where that backing plate is in relationship to an edge.
Yep, because I know there's many times I've smacked a backing plate.
I nicked the backing plate last week. Just trying to get close and not just bam. And luckily the Roop's backing plates are
like it's got a little bit of foam in it.
A little bit of foam, a little bit of give. You're like, that could have been bad.
Yeah. No, those are all good topics. The key again though is just be aware,
just pay attention,
and be vigilant and patient, and especially if you're going to go into using something with a block or any sandpaper, make sure you've got the sandpaper below it too. That way you're being less, you're not creating those pressure points in the paint, which you're then going to have to polish out.
Exactly.
So those are awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out here and being part of the show. And if you want to find out more, check out KXK Dynamics and Jason Killmer on Facebook and Instagram. Check out Andy Ward and Aaron Knox, his partners at KXK. You can find them also on Instagram and Facebook as well. And as always, comment, share, and like this video. If you have any do's and don'ts you guys want to add, make sure you comment below. And as always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos right here on the Rag Company YouTube channel.